Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Burning Truth. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Matt Burns. This is The Burning Truth, and I will say, before you jump ahead, I'm not doing this alone. I'm not all by myself. I'm not, Mr. All by myself. I'm not Dave Delvecchio. Oh, sorry, Dave. Anyway, I am Matt Burns, or as someone would say, Matthew Montgomery Burns, whatever. We're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. I am Matt Burns. Keep it simple. And across from me...
Just doesn't sound right.
Across from me is not the man, not the myth, not the legend, and not Nathan Goff. He is Martin One Sheet Palmer.
Well, thank you.
What? We had to give you a new nickname.
Could have been worse.
You could have stayed as Loverboy.
Yeah. Oh well.
You could have called back the sound guy. Maybe.
Just where did he go?
I think he went to Tijuana. To help some orphan kids with Al Generico and Kevin Steen.
That and buy that Mexican turkey he's always wanted. Random, but he wanted it.
I'm not going to add on to that. They are the views of One Sheep Martin Palmer, not of The Burning Truth, and not of Matt Burns. Just to point that out. Anyway, this week we've got plenty on to talk about. Would you like to pick a topic you want to start off with?
Of course. Straight away, I'm just going to end up going for, thank God Rusev took out Cena.
You won't go to you won't go to so you won't go to US American straight over to WWE, right?
It made me happy.
If we're going to go to WWE, I'm going to have to make you wait because we have to fill in on Raw first. You're jumping the gun.
Well, technically he's a free agent between both, so I think
doesn't count. What you're referring to, what you're referring to happened on SmackDown. Stop getting your days mixed up. It doesn't go Thursday. It doesn't go Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday.
It can be on either. So I'm just going by wrestlers.
Repeat that again.
I'm just going by wrestlers.
Right. Okay. That's fine.
So since he can be on Raw,
he has the option to, but he isn't. He's on SmackDown at the moment.
Yeah, I know. He just won't bugger off.
He's on SmackDown at the moment.
They don't want him on one show, so they're making him curse on both.
Right. Back to where we were. Raw. What did everybody think of Raw? What did you think of Raw?
Not bad.
Ups and downs? Any high points?
The Miz. Even though, I like Kevin Owens and that, but no. Miz is kind of taking the ball by the horns a bit.
He's been doing it for quite some time, actually.
Yeah, but I don't know, compared to what he used to be. Like, for instance, that whole thing with Cena, he didn't do it that much compared to now. Now he is, in my eyes, a bit more. He's a bit more intense with it.
I think that's come with experience,
yeah,
and everything, and he's more hungry instead of being at the top.
Yeah,
because you notice when he was feuding with Cena, he was at the top, so he was looking down. He wasn't having to chase the belt. He wasn't the hungry one.
And then, well, there was the whole thing with Reigns.
With Reigns. Right. But anyway, we'll skip with the whole Reigns thing for now. The more important thing I wanted to get across at the moment was more or less of the turn of the century, shocking news, unbelievable. I could lose my family, could lose my job, I could lose everything, and then being told, no, they'll forgive you, everything. And then when it comes down to it, the big reveal, it's like, well, my family accepts it. So you told your family first, so nice of you. And when it came down to it's the big reveal, I would ask for a drum roll, please, but we haven't got any drums on the, currently where we are. So I would do the noise, but then it just sounds terrible. So with this, the big reveal is Jason Jordan. Now, a lot of people weren't exactly happy with it being Jason Jordan. A lot of people would have expected it to be Chad Gable, seeing as he's similar. The crowd were doing Gable, 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 Gable. But instead they decided to go with, Jason Jordan, more so because of height difference, and it might even be a bit of a jab at Kurt Angle, which is basically, the fact that he likes a certain taste. He likes a certain taste, which is fair enough, which we do not judge on the Burning Truth. Matt Burns doesn't judge. One Sheet Martin Palmer doesn't judge. Nathan Goth doesn't judge. Nobody judges on the Burning Truth at all. So that's his decision. So when it's come out, it was like big reveal, but then it seemed less of it seemed a bit underplayed. Right, so with that, it seemed a bit, underwhelming, with such big news and whatnot. So, I'll tell you what, because I've been talking for a bit. What's your personal views on the whole Jason Jordan angle?
Just another wacky angle one.
The difference, the funny thing about it is, I think a lot of people are already beating down on it. This is Kurt freaking Angle.
He can't make a spin on anything.
He can make a spin on anything. He won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Notice the word I said? Freaking. Especially, the way that Kurt Angle was used. And he did.
We'll get you one of those little hats. And again, no, we saw enough of yours.
Kurt Angle, would you like some merchandise?
Oh God!
Cheers for the plug. Anyway, back to it. The point being is, I think Kurt Angle's got the chops to pull it off. The question is what we're going to see materialise out of it. I'm going to go with more of a. He's going to get a bit more of a mid-card push, potential going for the Intercontinental Championship. Who knows? He could even fight the Miz for it at SummerSlam. Or the event after.
Yeah.
And win it. Who knows? I wouldn't say SummerSlam because, if I'm not mistaken, the next pay-per-view is actually a joint one, which is a SummerSlam. I think after Battleground.
Not too sure, to be honest.
May have to do a bit of research on that one. Very, very quickly. So while that research gets done very, very quickly... What?
Yeah. But no, I think if anyone that would be able to pull it off, it does have to be Angle. Let's see some of the storylines that he's done in the past.
Just look at his Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah.
Cowboy hats, plenty of milk.
You can't really beat how Lucas in the ring, where he was actually welling up quite well.
However, somebody had to ruin the moment. Didn't they, this week? Wrestle Talk TV. Why did you ruin the moment? I've been scouring through someone's social media. But come on, give the man a break!
I just think that Angle lost count. I'll stick up for the man, or there was a typo.
Could have been a typo. 5 could be a 6. In case you're wondering, folks, what we're on about, basically on Instagram.
Maybe, if
It
not
was on
Facebook, one or the other.
It was on Instagram. He basically made a post saying this is an amazing day with my 5 children, and Russell Talk TV. So basics.
Just breaking it off there a little bit. Well done, Angle. Well done.
I'm not blaming Angle for this.
Watch, you'll probably go on on Raw next week and just be saying, "Oh, I lost count," just for make a rip in.
Potential, but it's Angle. It's Angle. He can pull anything off. No. He can make anything.
But yeah, be careful with your wording. You know, you'll get ripped into.
I know. Angle is so talented. He can make any scenario work.
I'll give you that one.
There we go. There we go.
You know, I'm just trying to think. What are your other best points for Raw?
I like the fact that they've got Big Show coming out to Big Cass fighting, and Big Cass is getting the advantage of Big Show. It's a good way to set up the new big man.
But you got to feel sorry for the Big Show. Jobbing again.
He isn't jobbing, because the week before he leveled Big Cass. This is like a bit of a payback, but the difference is it's like Big Cass saying, mind your own business. But Big Cass needs that at this moment in time. He does. He needs that push, to become a big star. And WWE are big on him. Are very big on him.
Well, let's face it, he has to deal with them E-numbers.
I'm
I
not
nearly said his proper name then. I feel bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for political reasons, whenever my colleague says E-numbers, he is not being short-sighted, short-minded of anything. Are you?
Just saying that he has too many.
No, stop where you are. He is Enzo Amore. He is a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can teach that.
Yeah, one thing you ask, otherwise you can't teach. Is someone wolfing down a few too many packs of Skittles?
Anyway, moving on from that, I did like the angle with Elias Sampson and Finn Balor. However, Elias, please get your aiming better.
Right.
With the guitar.
Yeah, do you think...
No headshots!
Yeah,
they're banned!
Do you think he's slightly trying to nick that off of someone?
No. Did I think he's done with that? He's probably saw Jinder Mahal accidentally stiff Finn Balor, and a few weeks later he's got a WWE Championship. In 2 weeks' time, Elias Sampson beats Brock Lesnar. I say jokingly.
Suddenly sounds like a bit like the Blue Meanie incident.
Oh, that's just mean.
Yeah.
Quit picking on that moment. Anyway, back to where we were. The point being is, I thought it was an interesting angle, because a lot of people were saying, why did he do it, blah, blah, blah. You could say it's thingy, but he's known as the Drifter. He's not the musician, he's the Drifter. And a Drifter can pretty much use anything he wants. He can play guitar, he can play flute, he can come in with a saxophone. As long as he's drifting. Just drifting on by.
6-pack and a few sticks.
He's not Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, another shout out I have to give out was Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. No. They work well. They beat the living crap out of each other. They even allow each other to literally hit each other full on. Just look at the big boot on Samoa Joe from Reigns. No protection, just eat. Even though WWE should be actually warning out, you should be protecting yourself at all times.
Yeah, you just know that Joe's going to get his own back.
Receipt.
Oh, yes.
somewhere.
Oh, I hope so.
But what was interesting is, as they're doing this fight for the number one contendership for Brock's title, it gets interrupted by Braun Strowman. Don't you dare say Wonder Braun. Braun Strowman comes down and pretty much sets his dominance. What was so interesting is Braun was that big of a threat. Roman and Samoa Joe were double teaming him.
I don't like how he's been given that big a push at the minute. I don't think he's ready.
I think he is. He's being the monster among men. A title like that, come on.
Yeah, but you could at least try with a bit of Mike stuff.
He does do fine with Mark stuff.
Not that much.
He doesn't
Could
need
do
to.
a little bit more. I know he's one of those
He
to let
doesn't
your
need
physical
to.
do the talking.
The more he talks, the less mystique there is behind him. The more he talks, it's...
More he talks, more people laugh. Not that I've got to think against him. You're welcome.
You don't like him, do you?
Not really.
Just think he could be your next WWE Universal Champion. He could be the one to beat the Beast. Because here's a prediction for you. At SummerSlam, and I can see this, because the number one contendership is still up for grabs. I think, personally, it is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman. A fatal four-way. And that could be a time when Brock is going to lose his title. If Roman Reigns wins it, anyone but you, Reigns. Anyone but you. For God's sake. If WWE wants him being cheered, don't give him the title.
They've got to upstage someone if Cena says he's going.
Unless they are turning him heel. Just to point that out.
Not that he's already there.
Yeah. What happened in the last pay-per-view? I'm good at dishes. I'm just going to commit vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
Allow me to put my teeth back in. Okay. But anyway. And Strowman looked more like a hero coming out surviving it and refusing medical help.
Oh,
Why
no,
haven't they done it?
Impressive.
Why didn't they do the switch? Anyway, we are now moving away from your Raw and coming to SmackDown.
Yeah. Cena. Bye.
We'll save that for later. I'm kidding, we'll start off with Cena for you.
Oh, yes. Oh, Cena.
Cena coming out, all American, proud American, this American, that American. Rusev attack him and viciously beat him up. Before they have a flag match at the pay-per-view. Rusev, do you not watch pay-per-views?
Cena will win these things.
Wait. Do you not watch pay-per-views? Do you not study John Cena? Do you not study the history?
He's not allowed to lose at these things.
Wait. No. That's not what I'm on about. That's not what I'm on about, but we'll get onto that later. Anyway, Rusev, you can get the WWE Network for just $9.99.
You had to plug it.
Yes, I did, for a good reason. Because answer me this, if he did his homework, why attack John Cena before the pay-per-view? You're making him more fired for the event. He's going to kick your ass.
I hope not.
Check out almost every time.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Don't go on, I just love Cena getting hurt.
Oh, I want Cena to get hurt. You do know he's going to kick his ass at the pay-per-view. No, he won't. Yes, he is now.
No, he will. It's one of those. He never loses these ones.
John Cena lost. Just kidding. John Cena wins. Pretty much. Take into account, he was meant to supposedly, after he fought Brock Lesnar a while back, I'm going to take the time off, spend some time with the family. Next night on Raw.
I just wish it was Lesnar that actually did the whole concussion thing to Cena instead of Orton. That would have been nice to see. Would have been a good gif.
He did bloody Cena. You do remember that?
Yeah, I know.
With
But
punches.
don't know apart from
He punched the man in the face.
he should have been sooner.
Just
I want it every week.
what you want soon.
Guess.
Moving on.
Yeah, my hatred to Cena
Ah.
needs moving on.
Moving on. Let's get to Breezango.
Really?
Yes, the Fashion Piles. They're supposed they might be doing a bit of an open challenge at the next Thingy event, which will be very, very interesting. Especially there is a bit of a nice little rumour because there might be a bit of a call up from NXT for this.
They just didn't know what to do with him, so they gave him that gimmick.
No, I'm not on about the gimmick. I'm not on about the gimmick.
No, it's gone.
The idea being is they're actually doing a bit of an open challenge because with their Thingy files, they're actually trying to find out who's done this, who's done that. And when it comes to pay-per-view, they actually try put a blame on somebody or something. And then somebody comes out as the perpetrator or whatever. I know, it's like badly weekly TV. What?
What are WWE doing?
But the rumour has it, this could be a potential way of bringing up sanity. From NXT. Big dangerous group. All I need to say is, you all know who the leader is. Eric Young.
That guy always has that croaky voice. I want to give him some cough syrup.
But straight away, that could be a wicked way to bring him up. Sanity.
He is a lot better as a heel than a face.
He is. And he's been right evil lately. So this could be a good way of bringing them up into the SmackDown as a force to be reckoned with. Because if you think about it, eventually they will, because you got the Wyatt, we got Bray Wyatt on Raw. Who knows? There could be a clash. Anyway,
Clash of the Beards.
we all know who wins. Anyway, moving on. Moving on from that. New Day against the Usos. Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
No, it works. I think it works. It does actually allow them more time. However, I think the Usos are very short-lived with their tag team title run, and eventually will lose them. So with that, it'll be quite a bit of a short-lived run. Moving on from that, we'll just move on quickly because we're going to have to speed up. I like how they got Naomi watching on for the number one contendership at the Battleground. However, Carmella's in the waiting with the briefcase line and wait at any time. And lastly, the main event of SmackDown: AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens. Much love in that. They work hard. They do absolutely fantastic. I like how they did the finish and everything. You know, the whole blind tag, super kick from him attempting to pin Corbin, or attempting to finish off Corbin, and just finishing him out. Now that puts a bit of a damper to thinking, some people say, he's going to win the pay-per-view. Not necessarily, because think about it, he needed Corbin there.
At least actually try and do something with him now. With Corbin. At least actually try and do something with him.
And he's also the number one contender. He's also got a permanent case to go for the title championship, but Money in the Bank.
It's one of those that he's like, they'll give him a push, then they'll just leave it be. Then just let him just go all boring. Like no one knows anything about him, sort of thing. So hopefully they actually keep going with this push.
Do you know how dangerous that man is?
Yeah. He is a pretty damn big guy.
Yeah, the
Simple
fact
as
that he's a former NFL player, also former boxing champion, for everything he does, he pretty much destroys and wins. There you go. What's your view on Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal?
Just because they had to reuse that event, because they
Event?
paid out. Well, I should say the match rather, because WWE they paid out for a shed load for that bamboo. They just wanted to reuse it again.
Wouldn't they have to reuse different pieces? Remake different pieces?
It's all kept in a warehouse, isn't it?
So, God damn it, somebody get me!
So yeah, for instance, we paid out a load for it. We're using it again.
How do we use it? We got nobody here. Get in the hall.
And
Call
notice
it.
how the tops were all chopped off, like the Undertaker last time.
Punched them off.
Yeah, because I think they were a bit too sharp. Who was the bright spark who decided to sharpen them?
They wanted to look dangerous.
Yeah, so much that even a risk taker would not take the risk.
Forget that!
Better Taker was just saying, "Well done, Vince. Well done."
Why am I doing this? Moving on, anyway. With that in mind, how do you think Battleground's looking?
It's looking like an actual worthy pay-per-view. Potentially.
Pinch of salt, please.
Yeah.
Me personally, alright. Doesn't look fantastic. It doesn't, because so far the lineup is the pre-show is Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English, Sami Zayn and Mike Kanellis again, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship, Usos versus New Day for the Tag Team Championship, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, John Cena versus Rusev for the flag match, and Jinder Mahal with the Singh Brothers versus Randy Orton. At least one thing they've addressed recently, because this is going to be a nice little segue into TNA territory.
Oh God.
The Singh Brothers were the former GFW Tag Team Champions. GFW finally eventually stripped them of it, and eventually LAX won it. Great way.
You just had to add that in, didn't you?
Yeah, of course it did, because we now got to move over to TNA, which has got a lot of controversy at the moment.
Yeah.
Where do we begin? Their current champion, their main champion, Alberto El Patron, suspended.
Oh,
We have covered this already. However, there's a bit more news on it in light of it, which is going to be resorting back to WWE at the same time.
Yeah.
Because Alberto's been investigated, and who else has been investigated?
Oh yeah, Paige, the woman who was supposedly hit.
But she isn't making the claim, supposedly. But the problem is...
Their family are.
The problem is there's been allegations by certain deputies that Paige should have been charged with it. Should be charged. Now, if she is charged with it, WWE does actually have a bit of a certain policy against it, which could end up Paige losing her career. But at the same time, it might not do WWE. It won't do WWE any favors when The Rock's supposedly doing a
documentary
film on her family and her. Ooh, dear. So that might not go down as well. So it all depends, but the difference is this isn't something that's going to be quickly decided upon, and it's something that's going to have to be looked into thoroughly. And once the investigation has been carried out, whatever the result may be, we hope whatever action in regards to the result is taken as much as possible, be it is if anybody's at fault. So in actual fact, we're not actually saying that she's in the wrong or not in the wrong, because we don't know the results of the investigation per se. So basically, we don't throw any shades on any families. The one thing I will say is I wish that I hope that the best outcome comes out which is nobody's arrested, no parties are in trouble or anything. Everything gets sorted out, and everyone can just be themselves.
Did you rehearse that?
No,
Sounded like it.
actually did not rehearse it. That was literally word for word, line for line.
Then I
Off
can
the top of
vouch
my
he
head.
didn't pull it out of his arse, because I'd have screamed. Not quite as womanly as that.
I thought it was you.
Oh, burn.
Anyway, anyway, back on track. We do actually have some news. Well, ourselves, in case you want, for ourselves, last week I actually announced I was actually returning to wrestling. That is true. However, a set date on when I'm returning isn't been set. So, however, what? You're looking around like you're lost.
No.
Speak up.
I just think you should give a bit more of a hint.
A bit more of a hint.
Yeah.
Soon. There you go.
Soon. Wow.
Soon. Nah, there's nothing set in stone. There is talks with certain companies already, so hopefully we'll actually have a result. And who knows, I might even catch you by surprise.
From out of nowhere moment.
I'm sorry, my name's not Randall Keith Orton.
Blast from the past.
Blast from the past.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Indeed.
Sorry, but we're not indeed. We're not endorsing them. Anyway, back on track. I like the fact that we've got the RCW having the UK Championship defended on their show, but however, I do think the WWE will eventually take over.
Yeah, it does seem like it.
And
They're
possibly,
doing a lot of contract stuff for them in WWE are.
mm-hmm.
So much, I'd actually feel sorry for their legal team.
Seriously.
Come on. Impact. ROH. Every other independent company. WWE are going straight for the talent.
Can you blame them?
No, not really, apart from WWE doing the bad thing by not building up the stars they've got. Do they know we've got potential? They just try and bring in new talents for bringing the new fans. It's like,
True, but eventually, who knows? They can have world domination.
yeah, no.
I was being sarcastic
I
then.
was going to say, yeah, the failing upwards. Yeah.
I was being sarcastic then, of course. But anyway, is right. One thing I'm gonna say that right now, we're gonna have to give a nice little bit of cheap plug right now. What?
Go on.
Well, we recently did a review recently of Venom Wrestling, which was a previous show, which you'll find out. I've also done recently as well. We've also got a review show as well of The Academy, which was out on last Wednesday. And we're also with on Thursday as well, which was released today. Sorry, folks, this is an actual pre-recorded episode, just so you know. I know we're so late into the episode already that we're announcing that now, so we do apologise. I actually did an interview with Dan Evans. Interesting one. I recommend anybody to listen to it. You can definitely tell we know each other. We've known each other for a long time, but not seen each other in a while.
Like most people.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been in the business, what, 12?
12, 13, almost 14.
Yeah.
I've known him for about almost 8.
There you go.
I almost haven't seen him for 2. Potentially. if you actually listen to the
Yeah.
interview, you actually hear us arguing how long it's been.
Anything else in it we've got to look forward to?
I would say possibly when he mentions his original finish being a pedigree.
Right.
That's quite funny. That's just comical. And in his decision to decide to change it to a brainbuster, which I would, which as I stated on the interview, I wouldn't know anything about that, especially when he dropped me on my head with the brainbuster.
I thought you were going to say he had enough of being on his knees in and out of the ring.
He's not like that. Be respectful of Dan Evans.
Woof.
Woof.
After when he come back. Random one.
There you go. Coming soon, the Book of Woof. Anyway, back onto subject. Basically, we're going to most likely plug some of the upcoming events that we're going to be attending, which is one of them is going to be tomorrow night, which is when this will be actually getting released. So we'll probably, the reason why we're doing this pre-recorded is because we will be actually attending the Academy, where they will be crowning their very first Academy champion. Going to be a historic night. Highly recommend it. And everything if anybody's in the area of Telford, if anybody wants to see any the posters, check out their page, the Academy Wrestling. And well, basically, we want to recommend any wrestling company that we go to. So, for example, Venom Wrestling Federation, fantastic. The Academy, which we've already mentioned. We've also got FCW as well, plenty of work. And I'm wondering if you could give out a shout out to an old company I used to wrestle for.
As I said.
Dare I?
Blast from the past.
Blast from the past. We even recommend check out United Wrestling, which they've actually got an upcoming show at the end of the month. They always have a show on the last Friday of every month. So with that, that's probably the wrap up at the moment currently of this week. What we're currently doing. We're hoping to get more interviews as well. Unfortunately, we can't officially announce any names of any upcoming interviews and whatnot. However, there will be potentially more show reviews coming out soon. However, we haven't got them. They're not all going to be written. They're also going to be some audio. Like I said on a review, the most recent review. Do you prefer written? Do you prefer audio? Let us know.
Sometimes we can only just about get an audio one.
No.
It all depends on the situation.
Which one do you prefer? You know, if anybody wants to give us an answer, you can send it to us on any of our social media, or if they want to, they can even email us at theburningtruth@outlook.com.
Or fellow wrestlers, if you just hear this, you're interested in having an interview, give us a bell.
Give us a bell. We're not hard to find. You know,
especially Carl on every street corner selling that merch.
You leave my cousin out of this.
You're just so harsh to him.
Why am I?
You don't even pay him, the poor lad.
Pay him? I never even asked him.
Yeah.
He just
you just pointed and went, point to the door afterwards.
No, I did not.
He strut out.
I did not. He just literally just walked in and went, ooh, shiny.
I know your working conditions. They suck.
No, they don't. If I recall, I got you a free KFC.
It was a McDonald's after 6 months of nagging.
No, it wasn't.
6 months of nagging.
No, it wasn't. That's bull.
I think we'll have to ask Mr. Nathan Goth on that one.
More than happy to.
I think you'll vouch for me.
More than happy to. Go for it. If I recall, he's actually been saying on episodes how I actually am a good boss, especially with the merchandise, and he's even already done it on this show. So come off it.
Yeah, just on the days that he decided to kiss your ass. Otherwise, I know full well he's said otherwise that you're a horrible boss, and selling your merch, he sold his soul. Even though he never had one in the first place, so it's an IOU. He's probably sold the Sound Boys.
Sound Boys?
Sound Boy.
Sound Guy!
Sound Boy.
Sound Guy! Listen, we don't want child services on us. For God's sake, we don't have boys. Oh, good Lord.
I just had the mental image of Nathan.
Right? Let me just stop where you are. Stop where you are.
Right. Straight away, I was
Start
going with
where
that.
you are. Right? I'm literally saying this right now. Matt Baines, The Burning Truth, do not actually employ any children of what sort of sort. We actually, if anybody's involved, we actually have people of the adult age, of legal consent and everything. But here's the one point: a lot of this we're not actually employed. A lot of it we're actually doing this for free, for the love of it.
That's what he likes to tell you.
No, that's not what I like to tell you. That's the honest truth. Don't believe us? Come down to a show. Watch us.
I'll bring a contract.
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's signifying payment, you moron.
Yeah, apart from... It's not even apprenticeship levels. Not even apprenticeship levels.
Really? We do this for the love of it, and you know it.
Yeah, it's not the money for... Well, definitely couldn't be for you.
Have I actually earned a penny from doing Burning the Truth?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nope.
I'm sure by now you've had those revenues back from YouTube.
Please.
Really?
Please. Don't you know about the YouTube adpocalypse?
Yeah, I know, apart from...
Yeah, that's actually rendered wrestling on YouTube, or even talking about it, absolutely dead in the water.
Look, I don't think that was affecting wrestling.
It's one of the reasons why WCPW isn't doing a weekly show anymore.
Ah.
I've actually covered this. Hey, do your homework!
I would do, but... Well, I'm too busy pricing up your merch for you.
That's it, I'm sorry, but... You failed us. You have failed us. You have failed yourself, you failed this broadcast, you failed this episode, you failed the fans.
Failed my mother. Shame.
Just failed at life. Shame him! Anyway, in actual fact, we're actually quite busy at the moment, so we're hoping to be doing live episodes coming up again soon. So with that, we're going to do our usual shout outs to the UK Wrestle Fan Zone, the UKWA. We'll also even give wrestling. I'm just trying to remember this one off the top of my head. Northwest Wrestling.
There you go. We said we would, Alan. We said we would.
Told you. Anyway, I'd also like to give out a personal shout out myself to a colleague of mine by the name of Dan French, who actually is in a band called the New Breed. I do recommend you check them out.
I'm glad you said new then. If it was going to be someone else, I was going to have a right go.
New Day.
No.
Oh, that.
I'm sure
Please.
everyone else can message with what you think I was thinking there.
Please don't, because we don't want all the junk mail. Right. However, I will state this: if anybody is actually attending any shows that we are not at, and actually are interested in writing articles or anything, or even if they want to do an audio review of anything and want to have it highlighted and shown off and everything, they're more than welcome to send an email to us asking us if you want, if we're interested in anything. Show us some of your stuff, and we will be happy to advertise it for you. Put it out there with your credit on it, with your 100% your credit, not ours, yours. We'll just be helping to highlight it for you.
Have you done with your vouchers out there?
Vouchers?
Vouchies.
Explain.
Same for everyone.
Basically, the idea being is if anybody wants to do any show reviews or anything and whatnot, that we're not there. So I'd say go for it. Let us know. We'll even put them up on our website, which is actually currently being worked on at the moment in time. It's going through a massive overhaul, a bit of a redirection. So hopefully that will be coming out soon. And as always, we've got to give out usual shout outs to Botchamania. Matthew, keep up the good work. And as I know you're dying to laugh to this, would you like to do it?
This one's all yours.
Why?
Because I've got a few others after.
Oh, I was going to go with Team 4 Star.
That'll do it.
Has to be done. Has to be done. You know, especially when you're hearing a certain character going, no, no, no,
Oh, yeah.
no!
There was so many in-jokes.
I was wearing my armour. And the other way, in a new way, instead of saying, oh, well, whatever, and, you know, oh, explosive, crab baskets. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
This one's actually a bit of a sad one that I'm sure most wrestling fans already know about this. Sadly, Chester Bennington.
Chester
Linkin Park.
Benningfield.
That's it, sorry. I'll get my tongue in my mouth right. Sadly, by the looks of it, committed suicide. Just a big shout out.
Let me just say
to his
this.
family.
We actually send out our deepest sympathies and condolences to the family and everything, to family and friends and everything. We're not going to we're not going to put on any views of the situation, because I know a lot of people will have their own views. However, the one view I will state, which leads into a bit of a nice little next, a bit of a next thing that we do, is changes, which is healthy minds.
Yeah.
As much as some people may look fine and everything, it's always good to get certain things looked into and checked out. And I do think that changes for healthy minds do actually have some good material that actually will help. It may not be for yourself; it may be for you help you identify certain situations. But we do recommend you check changes out.
Even the people that are smiling, they're generally the ones that are hit hardest. But yeah, so big shout out for his family.
But with
and
that,
best wishes and strength.
But with that aside from the mental, because what we don't want right now is it sound like we've just done that just to plug changes. I will say I've actually been a lifelong fan of Linkin Park for many years. Myself, I even bought the original green T-shirt Linkin Park, which I actually still have around in my house to this day. I believe I've even got their first album as well. Hybrid Theory.
Yeah. One of the best albums ever. The fact that they couldn't get away from it.
One said the best. Questionable with Meteora. Still questionable. But
yeah.
But regardless of that, deepest sympathies and condolences. And a bit of a heavy hit on the music industry. Any other shout outs you want to give out?
Big Rich, as always. I'm a big fan. I couldn't resist. The end of the day, he's a heavy hitter straight up. Matt Huey. I hope he just slams you straight through the ring.
What are you doing? We actually get along.
Yeah, I know, but, well, when he wears what merch you have.
What? Anyway, with that in mind, as always, we always recommend you check out your local wrestling. If not, well, we say local wrestling ourselves, even though we're going to be travelling quite a bit of a distance.
And so, yes.
Any shows that you're interested in, we recommend you go to them, give them a try out, see if you enjoy them. We always certainly do. So with that, I recommend you all stay well, stay safe, and we will catch you either at the next review, next interview, or the next episode of the broadcast. So with that, catch you later.
See you later, folks.